cool down for week 7. I'm gonna lay out a mat for our stretches, but first we're gonna use the pole. So once your mat is down, meet me at the pole, side bend overhead with the outside arm. Reach for the sky to lengthen your spine. Think about tucking your chin back, and then side body stretch. Every breath, imagine that your spine is getting longer and taller, that there's space between each vertebra with every breath. Tall spine gives you more side bend and more stretch and more joy. More bendy life. Breathe and lift. Last breath. Good, and then take that same arm and reach behind your back for the pole. If you can, grab the pole. Think about pulling the ribs together in the front. So if your chest and your ribs popped out to reach behind your back, pull them back in and grabbing. Good, breathe, and then looking over one shoulder. And then laying your ear down. And then roll chin to chest. Other side, ear to the shoulder. Take a big breath and then look over that shoulder with your chin turning. Take a big breath. Good, and then release the hand. And then switch to the other side, reaching up and over. Outside hand is reaching for the sky, over for the pole. Breathe, lengthen your spine. Big breath. Good. Think about expanding through the back of your ribs. So your ribs are opening up through the back of the body to breathe. So when we do a lot of pole moves, we use our upper body, we use our biceps, so we don't want to be breathing up here a ton. I mean, we will a little bit, right? Because we're going to need all of our lungs. But we want to also utilize the back of the body to breathe. When the upper body and the arms and the front of the body is busy doing pull work, we can breathe and expand through the sides of the ribs. Inhale. Tall spine. Good, and then hold it there. Take your outside arm behind your back. So maybe it could be that you can't grab the pole, but you can put your arm there and keep the ribs knitted together and your shoulders rolled back. That's okay too. So if you can't grab the pole, don't worry about it. You want to feel the stretch through the shoulder, and you want it to feel nice. You want it to feel good, like a happy, beautiful stretch that gives you joy. Ear to your shoulder. And then turn your chin over that shoulder. And then chin towards your chest, ear to the opposite shoulder. Good, and then look over that shoulder, turning your chin to face the other way. Good, take a big breath. Good, and then release all of the things from there. And then putting your back on the pole. So remember the exercises that we have done to get you in proper form through your spine. Think about that. So the back of your ribs are going to be on the pole. Your tailbone's on the pole. There's just a slight arch in the lower back. And then lift your cervical spine up so the back of your head's on the pole as well. So keep all of this on there. Get the shoulders back if you can. Take a moment to feel what that feels like. Sometimes we get so far away from it that we forget what good posture is, right? It's hard to tell, so this is a nice way to gauge. Pull the chin back, get the ribs on, roll the shoulders back. Bring one arm up and over, grabbing the pole over your head. And then the other arm up and over. So if you can't reach the pole, that's okay. You could just be reaching for the pole. If you can, that's awesome. Make sure the ribs stay down. Good, and then I'm gonna push into the pole with my lower back and my tailbone and pull just the upper body away. So if you look in the side view, you can see my lower body is tucked under, and I got my lower back on. I'm tucking my tailbone under. Just my chest is moving away from the pole. So there's a lot of ab work happening, a lot of engagement through the front. That's gonna allow my shoulder to open up right here. This is what's really helpful for us to have for handstands, for hand springs, or anything where we bring our arm over our head like spins and things like that. Good. Take another breath. And then bring all of your body back to the pole. Release both of your arms. Big shoulder rolls up and back. Good. Remember that internal and external rotation. Last two. Good. Last one. Shake that one out. And then move your body over to the mat. So we're going to find our body on all fours. Putting your hands right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide so that the weight is through your whole hand. Knees are under your hips, and then roll your back around your upper back, pressing the floor away from you, tucking your tailbone. And then exhale and dipping the belly towards the floor, your heart towards the sky. Good, and then reverse. Press the floor away from you through your palms. Big breath, and then drop your chest, lift your tailbone. Breathe, round it up. Good, last two. Last one. Take your front arm here towards the camera and then rotate, twisting through the upper back, threading your arm and just hanging out right here. Take a big breath. Good. Press through your hand to get back up to all fours, and then switch other side, opening your arm to the sky, chest towards that back wall, and then thread your arm underneath, setting the deltoids or the outside of the arm on the floor. Take two big breaths right here, relaxing through the upper neck. One more. Perfect. Press through the hand on the floor to get back up to all fours. Bring one knee forward so you're in a lunge position. Good. And then shift your body forward slightly, tucking your tailbone under, engaging your belly. And then your outside arm is going to go down right next to your foot. Inside arm towards the sky. So your belly button's towards your inner thigh. Twisting your torso. Good. Make sure your back toes are untucked and you're setting your whole foot and your shin down on the floor. Good. If that feels all right, take the top arm and wrap that behind your back. Opening by pressing into the floor with the bottom hand. Lifting your sternum towards the sky. Good. And then bring both hands down inside your foot. Swing the leg back and switch to the other side. Lunge. Outside hand down, inside hand towards the sky. Twisting through the torso, belly button towards your inner thigh. Press through the floor on the mat. Inhale and reach up. Good. Exhale and wrap your arm behind your back. Inhale, really try to open up your heart towards the sky. Breathe. Relax your upper neck if it got tight. Relax your jaw. Take another breath. Good. Hands inside of your feet. Swing your leg back into a child's pose. So sitting back on your heels, reaching your arms forward. Take a big breath. Perfect. And then back to all fours. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips to the sky. And then send one leg forward. So you can have your knees bent any amount. If a little bit of bend is what you need right now, then keep them bent. If you can straighten them and that feels all right, good. But you want your back to be flat. So if you straighten your legs, but then your back rounds, bend your knees so you can have a straight back. You can even come up a little higher if that's all right. We're gonna send the back leg back, getting a calf stretch of the back leg, maybe hamstring on the front leg. Go ahead and step both feet together, bend your knees and put your belly right on top of your thighs. Relax your head, let your neck loosen up, so shake your head no, and then nod your head yes, and just let it hang and kind of swing in the wind. Good, and your neck is going to release. Let it all go. Your head is heavy. Big breath. Good, and then send your opposite leg back. Heel to the floor. Remember, it's more important to have a flat back. So you could even use your pole for help if you wanted to kind of shift over and use the pole to find a flat back. You'll feel a stretch through your hamstring, stretch through your back calf. Flat, flat, flat back. Yes, take another breath while you're here. Put both feet together and then relax your head and neck one more time. Bend your knees deeply. And then roll up one vertebra at a time. Tuck your tailbone under and then restack your spine right on top of your hips. One vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, take a big roll with your shoulders. Good, and then hands together right at your heart. Roll out the wrist. And then roll the other direction. Good, I hope this cool down inspires you to do more stretching, to do more days in your week with pole dancing, with doing the tutorials. Message me if you need more. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Bye.